What's up, guys? Sorry for not being able to release a video last Friday. I was just too busy. We had two events, and I think everybody knows that I crashed my V2 Extra doing a parachute slash suicide, and I just didn't have time. So here's the video the promised video, and that would be a 4-point roll. And also, I think next Friday the topic of the video should be a parachute slash suicide, which in my case turned into real suicide. But I have to, please don't think that it's because of a weakness in the airframe or there's not such a thing. It was me, and I did see it coming. I didn't do my proper maintenance. There were cracking covering around landing gear. The landing gear was loose, along with the whole gearbox. And so I know it was coming, but yeah, lack of maintenance. And so that's actually what I'm doing today. My blue extra is getting some more epoxy. It's getting some more CA around the critical spots where it gets the most amount of stress. So take your time when you're building and build or assemble the airframe right. Go over everything. It is worth the extra time than spending another $1,200 or so in shipping and assembling another plane and losing a prop, spinner, and I don't know what else along with it. So, and you, not to mention you can possibly hurt someone. So, all right, here's the video. I think it's very important that, and everybody should know the basic of iMac basic. I wish that somebody would grab me 4 years ago and say, Mark, let's practice iMac, and who knows, I would have been a better pilot by now, but I am what I am. And so one of the maneuvers will be a slow roll or 4-point roll, and I think it's vital for being able to snap or do snaps when the time comes to learn that, or when you get to that level where you feel comfortable snapping, say 50 feet off the ground or 100 feet off the ground, because it really doesn't look cool when you're doing it in a stratosphere, right? Yep. We all scream lower and lower. So let's get to it. And I've got an issue with my transmitter. Probably need new, but I'll try to keep it nice and smooth. And also, I'd like to dedicate this video to my buddy that I met from ZDZ. His name is Logan Doran. So Logan, this is for you. And he's only 11 or 12 years old. Sorry, Logan. Can't remember those little details, but here it is. So let's start. Isn't it cool to do a 4-point roll right off the takeoff? Yes, it is. Now it takes quite a bit of practice, but you will get it. And of course, it translates into nice knife edges, just like that. All right, so 4-point roll. There's so many ways to do that, and one important thing, learn to do that from both sides, from left to right and right to left. One thing people don't know, I cannot roll to the right, and at my age I'm not going to learn, but I can do a 4-point roll to the right. Let's see. Yeah, wasn't that bad. There you go. So 4-point roll. And you can turn into a slow roll, which is also very cool. So the 4-point roll, there's really no tricks to it, but I would say that don't overdo the rudder. say if you would start like this and then it's all over the place. Let me do it from left to right. There you go. The more you do it, the easier it will become, obviously. But again, I don't think there's any tricks. If anybody knows of any, let me know. I don't think there is any trick to a 4-point roll. You just want to be giving it, oh, there you go. Am I gonna crash? No. So, like I said, I don't think there's any tricks. If anybody knows any, please let me know. But it's more of you giving it just a tiny bit of rudder, because you'll probably do it at a half a throttle, maybe full throttle. And so the rudder input is minimal, and you start as soon as you start rolling. Just tiny bit. I don't even know if you can see it on the screen, but it's just very little. And again, it's just practice, and every plane is different. I know some planes have much more sensitive rudder, so. And you can go ahead and start practicing slow roll as well. And like I said, I can't roll to the right for, I may practice that, we'll see, but hey, I'm here just to have fun. And if it's not fun, I'm not gonna do it, so. And like I said, next video we'll do, see, there you go. So how cool is it to do a 4-point roll or go inverted on a takeoff? Yes, it is cool. Oops. Or 8-point roll. Which really, if you can master 4-point roll, 8-point roll is just nothing. You can turn it into a 16-point roll or whatever. It's at that point you can turn it into whatever you want. It's all about the rudder input, really. If the plane is neutral, set up neutral, and it's inverted, no hands on, and it flies, or just about, lose an altitude just a very little. Basically, if it's there you go. If the plane is set up neutral, then you don't have to worry about the elevator as much, but I think it's all about rudder. Now there's different variations, and you can see Jace doing it. I think it looks cool. Let me show you a 4-point roll, like you start out fast, finish quick. Whoops, overdone it. Let me do it when I get a little bit closer. So start the roll fast, slow, finish quick. I didn't practice that yet, but there's other ways too. You can start out fast and finish slow. Oh, come on, let me do it again from the other side. I really need new transmitter. This plane doesn't want to fly level. So like I said, you can start out fast and finish slow. I can't do it. I need to practice it. So that's about it. I mean, it's just a 4-point roll. It is important. Is it boring? Yes. But when you actually start practicing it, it is not boring. It takes a lot of your concentration and lots of effort to keep the plane nice and level. How many guys do you see at the field actually be able to fly from left to right or right to left the whole length of the runway nice and level? Not very many. Or being able to do a 4-point roll or nice slow roll right down the runway. Not very many. And it will make you look like you know what you're doing, and you're not going to be one of those bad 3D guys that is not in control. And who knows, you may even impress those circle flyers. Whoops. So there it is. Feel free to comment if I missed something. Let me know. I probably did. But the next video I would do a suicide, and for anyone who doesn't know what suicide slash parachute is basically this, and this is how I crashed. I went inverted, full throttle, straight up, right here. I released the throttle and I pulled. Well, next thing you know, the engine departed along with most of the nose of the plane. Well, I can laugh about it now, but nobody got hurt. I did it kind of far anyway. It was about that far. Went around like this, straight down. Basically, you pull up the very last possible moment. So, thank you guys. I don't know what that was. So thank you guys, and I will record another video on Friday. And please, a little disclaimer, I don't claim to be the best or know it all. I'm just trying to help beginners and sharing what I know, and basically I want people to be able to learn correctly right from when they start or decide to fly 3D. Maybe we can stop the nonsense about 3D flyers being not safe, responsible, or whatever. So, thank you guys.
Something's gonna bring the change. Journeys we are meant to take. Something at the edge of space, calling us to fly away.